Hello, hello, hello! How is everyone doing today? Hope you guys are doing good. So I get more situated here. Ah, crap, I don't have water. Thought I did. There we go. Oh, should be good to go. Let people filter in, I guess. Are the notifications working today, out of curiosity? Presumably they are. Throw it out on the community tab just in case. Yeah, they are. Sweet. So, we've got Cormac, Numbers, Gary, Sovieto, Barn, Bradley. What is going on? Hey Andrew, what's up? Canadian Farmer, how's it going? Alrighty. Let's get in game. Move that up top. And get ready to rock and roll again. Test, test. We'll test. I think it was, no, it was evil. This was probably a midterm, wasn't it? Yep. Hey, Brandon, what's up? And Ethan, how's it going? Drive chaos. So we're knocking out Seedon slowly but surely. Video I recorded for tomorrow, we had issues with the class. It was acting up, so I don't know if it was the seeder or whether it was the tractor. It was basically saying that the seeder was empty or needed refilling, and it was, well, fine. So I don't know what the issue was though. Potentially it's the seeder needs resetting, but if I reset it, I'm going to lose all the seed and fertilizer out of it, so I obviously don't want to be doing that. No, I'm not farm boy. That's why your message was removed. Did it to me, but when I put it on the... Yeah, same, Brad. Same. Exactly the same thing, so I don't know if it's the tractor or if it's the seeder. Are you on year 2 with this? Yeah, I'm on year 2 with this. About to be on year 2 with Lono 2 actually. I'm just finishing up harvesting the cotton on the game save. Seasons got updated last week, wasn't it? Back in spring, yeah, back in spring already. Yeah, it's a tractor. That sucks. Yeah, looks like I'll be getting rid of that then. Judging by that, it's probably out of fertilizer. Oh no, it's out of barley. Or seed in general. Oh, does it? Maybe it's got an issue with the seeder then. Like that Pacific Cedar. I'm still in year 1 spring. It's not getting the game time at the moment. Yeah, I play a lot of this to record. No, no, streams, so I fast forward fairly quick. Any YouTube advice when you're starting out? And I'm finding it hard to get subs. Realistic farmer. Nowadays, you've got to be so different. You really do. You know, honestly, I don't care for the style of gameplay, but see what Virtual's doing. He's doing something unique, and it caught a lot of people. It's not my specific type of gameplay that I enjoy doing, so I will not do it. I'm more old school, and people like it or people don't like it. Evidently, by how slow my there's Virtual, with how slow my sub growth has been, people probably don't like it as a whole. But I'm not going to change the channel to something that I don't care for just to appease people. Timing, right? The only advice I can give to you is be true to yourself, be yourself, and just keep at it. As long as you're having fun, it doesn't matter whether you're getting subs or anything. As long as you're having fun, people will come by, people will see that. But just stay true to you and true to yourself. Don't change for YouTube. Good lord. Right? That timing was uncanny. I see too many content creators changing kind of how they act, how they are. I don't know, I don't care for it. I'm just myself. And that's the type of content I personally enjoy watching. People that are true to themselves and keep it real. Oh, next waypoint as well. There we go. Yeah, play the way you want and that you enjoy. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, for sure. And trust me, people can also tell when you're not enjoying your time in the game. What's with all of them patches? All the patches. So all these patches are completely normal. It's basically last season in the game, if you like it. This was all germination failed area, so it didn't take any of the fertilization. So it's not going to take any fertilization out. I bet if we check it out, it's at 90% right now. And if we scan it, I think that's 100% right there. Yeah, so it's 100% fertilizer basically. So it's not going to take any more fertilizer. Yeah, no worries, dude. Have fun. First and foremost, just have fun. Good to hear, Virgil. Didn't get a chance to ask you, but well, you got asked anyway. Okay, yeah, we'll run down and refill this from our seed factory thing. What do I think of Wobster's new additions to the Steer's Guide? And I think, oh, yeah, I messaged Wobster on Discord after I saw that. It does look good. Basically, my message was basically, hey, Mr. GPS, man, new UI looks sick. And then we got talking about the vehicle enhancement, how I think one of the HUD, by the looks of things, will conflict with it potentially, and He basically said, I don't care. And my reply back was, what a dick. I had to. I mean, Wobsty gets the sense of humour. There's not many people I'd probably get away with doing that. He was saying actually some of the code on the vehicle enhancement is scary, he says. So if Wobster's saying it's scary, it works okay, but I guess some of the stuff, the way it works, is not exactly ideal. I don't know. It's the only mod out there that does differential controls and gives you extra stats, and I love stats. But the differential control has proved so useful at times. Granted, with the stock game, I think if wheels start slipping, it's really acts as like a... Oh god, let's get rid of this one. Acts as like the diffs are locked anyway. Who knows, maybe we can see if he'll do a differential control thing at some point himself. Be nice. Yeah, I think the shifter in GPS has some issues with it. The shuttle control. I think that's where he was really referring to. The code is kind of scary. Does anyone else like to just cruise around in their cars to check out the fields? It's relaxing. I don't use cars in game. Like, if you're talking some of the cars that people come out with, which I can't stand personally. Pickup trucks, yes, but even then, good pickup trucks are few and far between in game. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's what he was saying. $11,000, okay, I'm probably gonna need to make some more seeds soon. You're too picky, Landy. Yeah, I am. I'm very picky with mods and stuff. I know what can cause issues and what doesn't. Stop harvester mod? What mod's that? The issue I've got with a lot of the pickup trucks that are out there is they're stupidly high poly when they really don't need to be, just like the John Deere RX, and it will pull your frame rate down, it will hurt you in the long run as far as that goes. I missed my turn. It's like earlier, Simulation for the Nation recommended a class Axeron, which is 800. It was on Forbidden Mods, and I noticed the mirrors weren't working on it. Straight away, I'll delete that mod. I was going to actually put it in here because of the issues I'm having with the other class. I have a hard time, if we're progressing as far as the game goes, I'm not going to put mods into my system where it looks like you're using FS13 stuff still and stuff like that, or mods that are way too high polys and really hurt my frame rate. I have a hard enough time keeping decent frame rate as it is. Mod on the mod hub that stops the harvester when it is full, prevents... do you use the hired worker a lot then, instead of using Courseplay? Hey, Game Dragon, what's up, bud? Was on FS15 today on my rubbish PC on the lowest graphics settings. Good lord. What's your opinion on the class DLC? We buy it? No, we'll not be buying it because Giants Media Partner, I'll be getting it for free. Yes, I would buy it if I didn't get it for free. It's a no-brainer. You're spending €20 on 35 pieces of equipment, all from one brand. I don't know about you, but I think that's very, very good price. If you work it out per price of machine, it's actually really cheap. Where do you get most of your mods from? Which site? Most of them are from the Mod Hub, very few are from Mod Hoster, and I've recently started using a website called Yes Mods, which, honestly, the morals behind that website are so good. My hat is most definitely off to the person who runs it. The morals behind it. They will keep the original link. They will test the mod. They will actually give a very detailed description of what you're downloading. And did I miss my turn? Yes, I did. Highly, highly, highly recommend Yes Mods. Couldn't recommend them enough. I think it's one person running that website too. Yeah, my day's been good. So do we have to wait after the class DLC's DC? So do we have to wait? And do we have to wait to get mods after the class DLC comes out? What do you mean? Yeah, it is. It really is. Do you mean class mods if people make them? I'm guessing that's what you mean. I think it's a bit unfair that you have to pre-order the DLC to get Dominator Harvester. Dude, you can literally pre-order it up until the release. You don't have to pre-order it weeks, months in advance. You can literally, and I have done this personally, pre-ordered it the day of it comes out. Class mods, sorry. Oh yeah, class mods. Once the brand is in the game, yes, in theory, those mods, if they're good enough, will be able to go to console if the modder wishes. Well, they're on PC anyway, Virtual, if you think of it like that. Oh, there is a lot of equipment. I think there are going to be other equipment in there, not just class stuff, though, from what I understand. Although I shouldn't condone it, let's be honest. The pre-order bonuses are typically mods. You can edit them, you can do all sorts with them. But someone will upload them somewhere, you'll be able to download them. Although I wouldn't condone it, it will happen. It does every year when they do stuff like that. Hope for the Scorpion. I've heard possibly we do get the Scorpion. Possibly. I'm not 100% on that. It's just a rumor that I've heard. I've got a feeling it's damn near all the class's equipment. If you look on their website, it is probably almost everything they have. What are you playing on keyboard? There you go, setup. I'm playing on an Xbox One controller. It's a laptop. If you go in the description, there's a thing called PC specs. If you click on that, and you'll see the spec of the laptop. It's an older one now. I've had it for 4 or 5 years now. It's getting up there in age. And what I got told last week, well, potentially we could actually see my desktop getting shipped over sooner than later. But that potentially won't be cheap. I need to get my mum to look into it for me. Hey, Adrian. How's it going? Am I correct in saying there is no IC for PC mods anymore? I think there is some mods that are floating around with IC, but it's very few and far between. I don't understand why. Did I have a good weekend? Hey, yeah, it wasn't bad. Had a wedding to go to yesterday, so hey, it's a wedding, let's be honest. Do you think the £19 is a good price before the equipment? Yeah, it's €19. It's not pounds, but yeah. The halfway DLC usually is decent. This time around there is no map, but let's be honest, and I think Giants have finally realised this. A few people were kicking off there's no map in the Platinum DLC. How many of us honestly play the map that comes with it for a long period of time? Virtual don't even say anything because I know you like that map. But typically, how many people actually play it? Not many people that I know of. So why not get... Well, Class have come in. I think Class come in on their own accord from what I understand. And they're just throwing equipment at it. Will you ever consider playing with a wheel? Not for Farming Simulator. I've got zero interest in playing Farming Simulator with a wheel. I prefer a controller for it. If my wheel could get easily shipped over from the UK over here, I would use it for ATS and Euro Truck Sim, but that would be it. Farm Sim, I don't believe, needs a steering wheel. DLC maps are crap. They're decent, and the last map, the South American map, it was unique, it was cool. I didn't really thoroughly enjoy it, but it was a decent map. Rather have a new crop type than the base map. The problem if they added a new crop type in, they'd need to give the info to the modders. They didn't do it last time, and the modders had a hell of a time getting it on the maps. Just be different. Oh, for sure, yeah. It was a good map, I enjoyed it. But long term, the interest isn't there. Will there be class mods allowed on console? No, DLC comes up. When the DLC is released and is in on people's machines and is in the game, because it's not in the game right now, yes. Class mods will be able to come to console. Not until it is actually released. So when is it? October 22nd, I think? Yeah, you're right on that one, Gary. People do kick off for the sake of kicking off half the time. What's your favourite best map so far? Oakfield and Lone Oak. They've always been... As an American map goes, you can't beat Lone Oak. I will very, very hard to believe there is another map that will beat Lone Oak for me personally. And Oakfield is based where I'm from in the UK. Literally the next county over, and I'm not very far away from that county. How long did you have FS19? Well, before pre-release? Because I had got it pre-release. We got it... How long did we have it before release? Or, which wasn't it like a week? Maybe even 2 weeks, I think it was a week. Maybe a week and a few days. I had it before release. Release is 22nd of October. What's up? I was right for once. Let's go around and get the stuff that Courseplay missed. Do you think we'll see GPS mod in FS17 format? No. The dude who created GPS mod, initially, he's done with Farming Simulator. I think he moved on to cattle and crops, and well, where did that leave him? As far as... As far as... I think you're on about the UI layout. I preferred that UI layout. UI layout, the HUD layout for the old GPS, granted. I don't think we'll see that again with Wobsters. Wobster, I think, is going to do it FS19 style more than anything. I wasn't sure because I remember Coon DLC in 17 that modded wrappers could only have white wrap on console. You could only have white wrap initially, James, as well on PC. Yeah, could you? Think so, yeah. People that hacked into that to get that script out were actually, yeah. They were not very popular with Giants, put it that way. Wolf's new GPS looks good. Have you seen it? Yes, I have seen it. It does look very good. Very good indeed. I think he's working back on that. Obviously, he's been working on Seasons, and now Seasons is... I wouldn't say Seasons is done, because I don't think, honestly, Seasons is ever completely done. He's got more time to work on the GPS and actually get it out and officially out, which would be awesome. He's worked and spent a lot of hours on that mod. Deserves to get that out on the mod hub. What we ever... what? Whatever don't you use the... It's so unstable. The steering lock is terrible. Oh, don't use it. I'm not a big fan of that tractor. I know a lot of people love the 11090s there, but I don't see the attraction personally. Not a tractor I'm particularly into. If you see me using it, I'm usually using it for one reason, and that's because I know so many people are obsessed with it to get more people into a video or stream. I'll be completely transparent as far as my use of that goes. New animal system of seasons looks pretty cool. I haven't really got into that yet. Lone Oak is a map that honestly I have spent countless hours. I've been playing a crap ton of Farming Simulator again because of Lone Oak and because of seasons. So I'm probably going to experiment with animals on that map before doing too much on other maps. Something that I plan to do today actually, and what I'm going to do now as I'm talking about it, and remembered I said in my video that I record for tomorrow that I'm going to do this, is we're actually going to get the mower out and do some grass silage work and mow and get that good to go. Season's out. Yeah, Seasons has been out for, God, 2 weeks? Almost 3 now? Where have you been? Welcome. You have come out of the rock that you were crawled under. You just played Farming Simulator 13, 17 on PC. It was old and kept on crashing, so basically the same. Basically no IC anyway. IC isn't the end all be all of mods. IC, realistically, I never saw the point of it other than just taking photos. Let's be honest, what useful feature did IC have other than opening doors, windows, sunroofs for photos? I'm looking forward to Lone Oak in 19. I didn't get to play it. Oh, dude, you'll love it. You'll love it. I really hope a lot of people give that map the time of day and play it. Play with something different, machinery that you're not used to playing with. Because honestly, it really just, it gave me a breath of fresh air as far as the game goes. I have not played so much Farming Simulator for a long, long time. I guarantee I'll be playing it tonight. Like, I've not played another game for a while, actually. Since getting that map, I've not played another game. Well, since Seasons come out, the GEO for that, I've literally not played another game. It's been Farm Sim. I've got to be careful that I don't burn myself out of Farm Sim. I prefer FS 17 because of Seasons. Well, Seasons is out now, so time to move to 19, something better. If you go down the route of manure, don't half kick it out already. Yeah, I think Lone Oak I'm going to experiment with the cows. So what I want to do here, I'll explain what my plan is. We'll get silage, grass silage going on here. I don't really want to go down the route of maize or corn silage. I'll do grass silage on here, prepare for getting cows at some point, no idea when, but I think the first animal choice I'm going to get is sheep, as they're relatively easy to look after. They predominantly look after themselves, and just need to make hay bales. Do you play FS19 in your spare time? Yeah, that's basically what I was just on about, Howard, on Lone Oak. And I've only just started doing that again, because of Seasons and Lone Oak, the map that Bullet Bill created at Oxford David converted. That should be appearing on the mod hub actually really soon. We've tested everything, found a few errors that Oxy's missed, so once we get a new version of that, double check those have been fixed. I think he will be uploading it possibly very, very soon. No date, no times, but soon. TM. Would have played it in 17, but I kind of broke it. Really. That's a tip. If you finish seeding, use get 0 weeds. Because there's a command for that too, eh? I've done it. If you want to be cheeky, there is a command to nuke the weeds. Love to see the West Coast in 19. You won't see West Coast. Almost guarantee you won't see West Coast. West Coast had some underlying issues, I believe, from what we found. Oh, jeez, I missed some patches here. We found when it was released. So that's a map, because it was converted. West Coast was actually made in 17, not 17. It was made in 15. It was converted through 15 into 17. I don't think it would convert very well now, although it was a fantastic map, and I loved it. It was just, I had a horrible FPS looking towards the center of the map for whatever reason. I remember talking to Bullet Bill on Discord, trying to figure out what the hell was causing it, and he couldn't figure it out. He literally moved all the trees, all the buildings, everything, and it was still doing it. He was seeing it on his end, so it wasn't an issue with my system. It was a few people were experiencing it. It was a really strange issue. Sandy Bay, yeah, Sandy Bay is going to be a big one. That's going to be a while yet, though. Could you make grass, corn silage, clump at one IRL? Probably not. My guess is it would ferment at different rates and would end up going bad. Presumably, I don't know. I know nothing about Animal Farm and IRL. I know a little bit about arable, but that's because of content I've watched on YouTube, and I wouldn't say that. Well, I've never done it IRL, so I don't know it to be true or not. So I gotta head off. Catch you later, bud. But as far as IRL goes, your guess is as good as mine. I doubt it though. It probably does ferment at different rates. Okay. 29. Oh, haven't I got a seed course for this? No, I don't. Well. Yeah, we'll do 4 headlands actually. I'd love to see West Coast just because of seasons. Yeah. Do you know if they are bringing? I don't think it can go to console because it is way too big. It's a 4x map. People keep on saying no, it's not a 4x map. The authors of it have said it's a 4x map, guys. It is a 4x map. And that map's got custom scripts in it and all of that good stuff that will never come to console. Not unless they strip it bare, which those guys won't. They've put a lot of blood, sweat and tears into that thing. Well, probably no blood, maybe a few tears, but they've put a lot of work into it. Go on your way. Come for biogas plant. Presumably our grass is ready to go. Oh yeah, there's a baler in our way. Could get into PC and use a PlayStation controller. You can use a PlayStation controller on PC, but you do need third-party software to make it work properly. That's why I'd always recommend just getting yourself an Xbox One controller. Saves the headache of trying to get it working and maps bound up and all that good stuff. I wish those controllers worked natively. An Xbox controller is my preferred controller, either way, but it would make life so much easier for several people if Microsoft just nutted up and said, okay, yeah, we're going to support the Sony controller default. If Sony would let them. I don't know if it's a Sony thing or it's a Microsoft thing at this point. Probably Microsoft, let's be honest. I'd also like there be a Scottish map. Try and make one. I don't think there was a Scottish map at one point, but I don't think it was much cop. Pity Peter J. Yeah, it is a shame. He'll be missed. Here's another one that couldn't get into Farm Simulator 19 for whatever reason, which is a crying shame. I don't get why so many people dislike it, but each to their own. We'll move on without them. What's that like? Dude, I did a first look on it if you want to go watch that. It's under, I think it's just over 10 minutes long. 11 minutes or so. And no, I wasn't trying to make it that long, it's just the way the cookie crumbled as far as that goes. Actually, we'll do this first. Yeah, Lawfords. I never liked that map. Didn't get on with it. I know Virtual loved that one. He did a lot of content on it. But I couldn't get on with that one. Come on, get through there. You can fit. I think MG Mod is... I think so too, actually. No, you could be correct in saying Peterville. Is there any seasons improvement? Oh yeah, the whole entire thing's improved from 17, dude. Seasons is now completely 100% dynamic. It's not going to be exactly the same for everyone. Every year is going to be drastically different compared to your last season. Okay, yeah, there you go. Peterville was very nicely put together. It's just a map that didn't speak to me. I couldn't get into it for whatever reason. Fantastic map though. But you know, you get one of those maps where you just can't get into it. That was one of them for me, which is a shame. Yeah, I can tell you what I didn't get on with. I don't know. It's a map that I wanted to like, I can tell you that much. Alright, we've got 73 people and 31 likes. Let's see if we can get 50 likes, guys. Try to get the likes back up in the stream. Need to crack on with that. Well, looking back when we just had... yeah. I didn't mind them. I know some people hated them, but I really didn't mind them, actually. I'm not going to lie. They were probably some of Giant's best stock in-game maps. But you got to remember, Giants make the maps so... they're very well optimized, they work on everything and anything basically, and you can get all of the machinery around with no issues, including the biggest, that's stock in-game, in the base, not mods. What is that machine? It is a self-propelled mower basically. It's by someone called AAA Modding up on the in-game mod hub. Highly recommend giving it a look at. It's from Poland, Eastern European, something like that. But it's an awesome machine. The detail in it is incredible. Yeah, stock maps were better than usual. I can zoom in and the detail on the engine. It is a tad too loud. I may go through and tweak the volume on it. I do find it is quite kind of loud. That's why I'm hanging back as far as the camera goes here. But the amount of implements that you can get for it. You've got the mower here. You've got a windrower attachment that you can throw on the front. A header attachment. It's neat. Is Oakfield Farm coming to 19? No, it's not. Not unless someone remakes it. Bullet Bill has quit for Farming Simulator 19. Yeah, it's a real machine. Google that. Forcetta, or however you pronounce it, E303. And you maybe go, of course. I mean, yeah, the real machine. You've asked that before, Jack. Lots of reasons. I'm not going to start drama. Anyone can do that map if they wanted. Anyone could make that Oakfield Farm, as long as they didn't use any of his assets from his map, because if you do, oh boy, you better watch your ass. But if someone was to recreate it from the ground up, anyone can do it. Anyone could do it. There's nothing they could do to stop them because it is a public area. You can create basically whatever. Yeah, okay, you'll probably get shit on from the community because it is known as Bullet Bill's baby. But realistically, anybody could do it and there's nothing you could do to stop them. Yeah, as we'll call him, modding. The detail in his work is phenomenal. Just driving around here to get to the next lineup so I can... Does he ever come? I doubt it. I think Bill's done, unfortunately. Also, as long as you use your own models and... If you built the assets for a map yourself, yeah, you've got no issues. If you're using assets off of a map that you haven't got permission for, yeah, you're probably not going to fare too well. Okay, let's go into GPS. Fraser, we've been over this time and time again, dude. Yeah, it was all private stuff. Silver really shouldn't have been covering it because it was all private. Do modders make a living from modding? I don't think you can make a living from it. I heard at one point Black Sheep was doing incredibly well in 17, and that was his full-time job. I don't know how true that was. You'd need to be piling out mods, and let's be honest, you haven't seen a lot from Black Sheep this time around even. You can make a considerable amount of money from it, but enough to live off of, probably not, no. And just go back to what you said there, Fraser. It's not the amount of time it takes to drive places. It's the physical map itself, including the map boundaries. That's where a 4x map comes into it, not the amount of time it takes to drive around places. Matthew Ferguson mods coming from 17 to 19. If the mod creator is still around and they want to bring them to 17, then from 17 to 19, then yes. You're probably on about Peter J stuff, and Peter J is also not modded anymore. He put an announcement a month ago back. Jack, I was just on about it. I liked it, but it had FPS issues. Can you remember the name of the modder who created Grendor? I forget who that is. Yeah, I know the map you're on about, but I forget. That was the Welsh one, wasn't it? Yes, that's the same guy. No, it was Matt XGS that did the T-dubs. No, Matt, he's lingering around now, but the chances of him getting to those T-dubs is rare. let's be honest. It's also the same guy who did the truck that I love. Hey, they're a kid. What's up? Andrew, if you Google that, not Google it, if you copy that name and paste it up onto the mod hub, you'll probably find it on there, because it should be still in the 17 section. Or Google it, you'll probably find out who did it. What is your dream map to see in game? I'm playing it right now, honestly. What do you think of Oxy's new grass texture? Looks cool. I like it. If they don't make money, it's just for the love of farming. If this is a great community, if they don't make money... Honestly, if it wasn't for the money aspect, I don't think we'd see half the mods that we do on the mod hub right now. If the modders weren't being paid, I'd almost be willing to put money on the fact if modders weren't being paid, we probably wouldn't see any mods on console. That's the incentive. Modders get paid for the downloads. And the weird raiding system, that how it all works out. But if it wasn't for that, I truly, truly believe that console wouldn't see any mods on the console. Or very, very little, at least. I think it was only released on FSQK. Oh, really? It's going to be all over the internet, Andrew. Seriously, if you Google that, you'll find it. But yeah, I think you're right on that one, actually. I just realised, instead of doing it this way, I could have got the crone in and just straight up mowed the grass and dumped it into the wagon. That would have made life so much easier. Money mod is boring. How do you want to install it? How do I install it? What money mod? Yeah, did that Saturday. So long does it take to... Well, unless you're doing literally a straight line, Fraser, from the very edge of the map past the map border to the very edge of the map, then you could probably have a good way of doing it. But you can't. That is impossible. There's too much landscape in the way. A 4x map is a square area, basically. So, including the border. That's all included. Think of it as a checkerboard. It's basically that. Just imagine that 4 times the size. It's the easiest way I could put it. All of the maps that got put into Agri were based on a 2x map in the first place. So even then, you take it, it's going to be more than a 2x map if one of those maps were just based off of a 2x map. Now granted, they may have not taken up a full 2x map. For example, Thornton Farm, if you looked at the PDA of that, you saw just the farm in the center there and everything else around it as the wood veneer sort of thing, that was covering up the 2x map for the PDA. That Seasons is not on console. It's in beta testing for PC right now. Well, on beta testing for console on PC. And once I find out all the issues, it'll be on console soon. And what Andrew said, it's 6 maps gone into one map. There is physically no way they could put 6 maps into a 2x map. Like, I think this map encompasses pretty much the whole entire border of a 2x map. I killed the coffee. That I did. Get this field done, I'll probably call it quits for the day. There's no clear shot, though, on Air Island from one end to the map to the other, if memory serves. Oh, did he? Did he just do that? If he just did it, he's probably in here. Bastard. If he is, come out of hiding, you dick. With Air Island too, or Air Island, whatever it's called. There's a lot of water involved because that's how they've separated each map. That's probably why you're finding it's not that long to drive around, because there is a huge chunk of that map that's water. Busted. If he did just put that up, it's probably why. Know what Matt's like. He's usually lingering in here with his headphones, wireless headset on, downstairs making sandwiches or whatever he's up to. Great Beyond, you remember those comments that I told you about? That's bordering that too. It's not even funny. I really hope you don't say that to people IRL. It's one of these days, good lord, you're gonna say it to the wrong person. You'll get yourself arrested for sexual harassment. Granted, I'll now go to Facebook and have a look at the pictures they put up. Where did Matt put the pictures up? On his page or the community? No, where did he put it up? I don't see them. No, I actually don't see. Good lord, the back end of this thing's like just nothing there. Oh, they're on Discord. Yeah, I know, the seat is empty. I'll talk about it another day. Crack on with this field. Get this field cut, and then we'll call it quits. Been going almost an hour now. And we'll tackle this lot tomorrow. Or the next lot. No, I'm not touchy, it's just when you keep on making inappropriate comments. There's no need for it, it's not even funny. And I think a lot of people that if they saw what you've said in the past would be saying the same thing. Also, so it's 40 CD mod. Yeah, 40 CD mod, that's no secret. Yeah. I concur. No, just him. I mean, I really couldn't embarrass him and post later all of the comments, very crude comments he said. I've got no shame in my replies. Most people will say, why haven't I banned you? But hey, maybe that time's coming sooner than later. I don't know. How far through the field was it? I bet that was on... no, maybe about halfway through. And got all his eggs in one basket, maybe. I have a great sense of humor. I just don't appreciate someone saying they want to put peanut butter, ass lashings, and stuff like that in my comments section. That's disturbing. Quite frankly, it's sexual harassment through that kind of stuff. It's disgusting. I still can't get over there's someone out there that's actually putting that on YouTube comments. It's freaking sick. Yes, it's been a while since you've done it, but who else's content are you doing that to? Who else are you doing that? And I hate if you subscribe to female channels, what are you saying to them? That is fucking disgusting. That's my issue with it. You do it on a random guy's channel, you're probably doing it on other people's. That's where I have the issue. Yeah. Was there any decent mods today? I think there are 2 that got updated, nothing really. Old Forge Half today. Yes, he did for the contest, mod contest. And no apologies for what I said. I think it's very much needed and very much true. No, I didn't get a new controller yet. This one, after putting the tape on, it's been fine. Like I said, I will get it back up at some point, but I'm gonna hang fire until I see some of them go on sale possible. Yeah, I'm not joking when I say that. My biggest worry is he's on other channels doing the same thing, and they're not of my age, and yeah, it's just, there's some stuff not right there. There is some stuff not right there. If he's doing it on my channel, he's probably doing it on other people's channels. People don't need to be harassed on YouTube with that type of comments. He may think it's funny, but it's far from funny. Like, it doesn't bother me what he's saying, it's just disgusting. It's sick. There's, yeah. I don't know. Someone that's quite openly saying that type of stuff online is probably an online predator. And that scares me. That straight up scares me. They're quite willing to say that type of stuff and think it's funny. Alright, we'll end up probably going through and rowing all of this stuff up. Can you get new buttons off the internet? Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. Screw that nonsense. Probably end up screwing something up. Honestly, it'd be cheaper and easier to get a new controller. In the long run, let's be honest. Need a decent solder now for that too. I missed that. Get a quick rundown. Either way, it's fine. Dude was leaving very, very rude and crude comments on my stuff. Stuff about placing peanut butter, giving ass lashings. of a very crude comments. And I had to go at him at one point. He stopped. Granted. And then he's going on today about something else. It's just like, nah, I'm done. My biggest fear is he's probably doing it, or they are doing it somewhere else. And that could be a younger person's channel. It could be female. I do care, but at the same time, for me, it's one thing that I can deal with it. But they probably can't. Someone that's saying that stuff quite openly on the internet with all of you guys in here, probably an online predator, let's be honest. And that's a scary thought. A real scary thought. Maybe they have issues. I don't know. But it's a scary thing. It's a really scary thing. Hey, Sim, I'll be on TeamSpeak in a second. Alright, I'm going to end it here, guys, on a sad note, but they're gone now. Granted, and I should have probably maybe able to go through and find all of their comments and report that into YouTube. Because I may be able to do something about sexual harassment. I don't know. And get that channel, bye-bye. We'll see. We'll see if I can find them again. I don't know if I can now. Anyway. Yeah, people are very strange. I just hope they're not doing it to anyone else because, yeah, I feel bad for them. Until next time, hope you guys have enjoyed. We'll be back tomorrow, more than likely on here. Probably silaging all of this stuff and getting it in the pit and rolling it, more than likely, and harvesting the other field. So until next time, hope you guys have enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.